When we picture a hidden, hyper-advanced African civilization, we typically imagine something straight out of a comic book. We picture a secret city shimmering behind a force field, defined by its towering skyscrapers, flying ships, and indestructible metal. But that specific image is a modern fiction, viewed entirely through a Western lens of what progress looks like. The historical reality of post-colonial Africa looks entirely different, marked by ceremonies of political independence and complex transitions of power. There is, however, an actual ancient legend of an incredibly sophisticated society known as the uUagang'A. Their civilization is vast and highly developed, but they operate on principles that modern science firmly rejects. This diagram illustrates how we view progress. To modern society, advancement means raw materials are forcibly extracted from the earth and rigidly assembled into mechanical shapes. We build machines. The uUagang'A call this tinkering. They instead practice omnipotent, or internal alchemy. To them, true growth is exclusively biological and spiritual. You don't build a tool. You consciously evolve your own structure to meet a need. To comprehend a people who can alter their physical forms and command the elements, we have to throw out our definition of technology and return to the very origin of reality. Eons ago, long before the physical universe took shape, the uUagang'A existed as a state of pure, formless awareness. They lived in a state of absolute UBUNTU, a flawless collective oneness. If an individual had a need, a single thought would manifest the solution instantly. Thought and physical creation were the exact same action. Over immense stretches of time, this unified consciousness began to fixate on the external experiences it was creating. They became completely entangled in their own creations, losing their internal focus. This models Nga, the Great Fall. Their declining, individualizing consciousness didn't sink into a pre-existing universe. It condensed the physical dimension into existence. The terrifying result, the creators became the physical elements they commanded. Society and ecosystem fused. This origin explains why the uUagang'A revere nature with absolute devotion. Every rock, river, and gust of wind is actually a trapped conscious entity, retaining memories and experiencing moods. Because the physical elements are fractured pieces of a single consciousness, they are all connected by an underlying state of being known as Ma. When a society can tap directly into Ma, forging a steel knife or assembling a tractor seems hopelessly primitive. The environment provides perfectly, so long as you know how to communicate with it. This is the core of their internal alchemy. A member of the uUagang'A merges their individual consciousness with the fundamental frequencies of nature, allowing them to instantly alter their own biology. Instead of inventing vehicles, they slip into mi yawi ni wa, the pure instinctual awareness of an animal, physically manifesting its speed, form, and strength. They exert this exact same control over their macro environment. By generating specific emotional sounds and projecting their concentrated intent, a force called Ni, they can coerce a tree to bear fruit out of season, or command rain to fall during a severe drought. To the uUagang'A, the ecosystem itself is the highest form of technology. They operate it by speaking the original language of creation. This visualization maps their reality. Split into 5 elemental tribes, the uUagang'A operate cloaked in a subspace, a lighter dimensional frequency. From here, they act as unseen hands, buying the ecosystem and planting subtle inspirations into modern human minds, nudging evolution forward. When they observe our modern condition, they see a tragedy. Today, our obsession with bulldozing forests and conquering nature with metal is a severe symptom of collective amnesia. We continuously try to treat the surface-level symptoms of our problems, whether it's disease, crime, or environmental collapse. The uUagang'A method traces these issues back to their spiritual, systemic roots to heal the entire network. We behave as if human life exists completely independently from the environment. In reality, we are individual cells operating within a massive, single planetary body. True progress is not about isolating ourselves from the physical world by hiding inside machines. It is about remembering how to listen to the ancient whispers of the earth and growing alongside it.